All right, fans, a quick update on the Bills game. With 3:45 left to play, Houston leads 19-16. With 3:40 left to play, Houston 19, Buffalo 16. Your attention, please. For your safety, please be alert as soccer balls may leave the field and enter the spectator area. The ushers and security staff on duty tonight have been asked to enforce the following rules, and the Lancers ask for your cooperation, please. There will be no standing in the aisles of the area or area that can obstruct spectator view of the game while the game is in progress. This is a smoke and vape-free facility. Any issues, please report to a Lancer staff member to guide you. There is a medic office in the main entrance lobby. Good evening, fans. Welcome to the Ide Family Field here at the new Dome Arena. Indoor soccer is back, and Lancer Mania is running wild. Tonight's game is featuring the Harrisburg Heat and your 2020 Rochester Lancers. Fans, please welcome your 2020 Lancer Dancers. Captains Callista and Kayla. The team is Megan, Elise, Cameron, Rachel C., Rachel V., and Rachel W. And your 2020 Lancer Dancers are coached by Carrie Miller. Brought to you by Glacier Ridge Sports Park and Glow Sunless Tanning. And now, fans, please make some noise and welcome to the field, the one and only Lancer Louis. And tonight's special groups brought to you by Donuts Delight to join the Lancer Dancers and Louie are Rochester Lancers Youth Academy and Brady and Holden's birthday party. If you are with Villa of Hope and you are supposed to be going onto the field, please meet down at the field entrance immediately, please. Villa of Hope, if you are going on the field, please meet down here immediately. Thank you. And here are the officials for tonight's matchup. Tim Tima, Stephen Montanino, Dave Wolgast, Brendan Malarkey, and Max Sennett. now for today's visitors, the Harrisburg Heat. From Rochester, out of Brighton, former Lancer, 00, William Bonahene. Number 1, Jesus Chuy Molina. Number 2, Matt Brom. Number 4, Danny DePrima. Number 9, Daniel Villela. Number 11, they call him JJ, Gerger Gibson. Number 12, David Meller. Number 14, Tom Meller. Number 17, Dominic Francis. Number 23, Marcel Berry. Number 25, Dylan Hundelt. Number 26, Elton D. Oliveira. Number 41, Ty Hall, also known as Dreads. 77, Malcolm Harris. And 78, Nelson Santana. Head coach is Pat Healy. Assistant coach is Tom Meller. The Harrisburg Heat. And now a special announcement from Lancers TV host, Joe Giuliano.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the Dome Arena. I'm Joe Giuliano. Filling in for Elliot Fauski this evening is Lancers keeper John Savaglia. John, thanks for stepping in.
Thanks for having me.
Tonight, it's the Rochester Lancers and the Harrisburg Heat. Rochester and Harrisburg have played 4 times this season, the Heat winning all 4 matchups. For the Lancers, they're coming off a tough loss last night, 17-4 to the Florida Tropics. Not much time to think about it, but how do they come back from that loss?
They got to control the game from the get-go. They got to start off physical, and they got to do the simple things. They can't get ahead of themselves. Do the simple things well, and the game will come to them.
For the Harrisburg Heat, they've played Rochester for their 4 wins. Their 2 losses against Utica City, but they come in with a bomber of a left foot in Dom Francis. That's someone that the Lancers are going to have to keep an eye on tonight.
Absolutely. Take away the left foot, force Dom Francis to his right, and he might not be a factor in this game.
All right, stay tuned. Kickoff is coming up next. The Lancers and the Harrisburg Heat right here on the Lancers Broadcast Network.
All right, fans, let's take it down to the field to Soccer Sam.
Thank you so much, son of Santa, our PA announcer tonight. Thank you so much. DJ Keo, give me some music, man. These people want to hear some music. Oh, wait. Are we going to play the Bills thing? Did the Bills win or lose? Anybody know yet? They're losing.
With 1:35 left to play, they trail 19-16.
Oh, man. The Bills winning's great for the pizza business, really bad for the soccer business. All right, here we go. Give me some music, DJ Keo. Before I introduce tonight's 2020 Rochester Lancers, please welcome to the field tonight's celebrity captain. He's a local Brighton graduate who has been described as a can't-miss future recording and performing artist by so many people in the music business. He just released his first pop CD, Believe. He will be performing at halftime, and the CD is available down at the merchandise. please welcome tonight's celebrity captain, future superstar artist, Mr. Josh Shapiro. Ah. Beautiful, Josh. This is where Justin got to start right here. Tonight's post-game, we will have a very special event, a live game-worn jersey auction from the jerseys these guys are going to be wearing later on tonight, the Lancer players. Upstairs in the Goal Kick Lounge, you can win a jersey. Bid on it. We're going to start at $50, so please make sure you stick around after the game. Hopefully fans show up after the Bills game, but you got to stick around. We're going to do some surprises after the game. But over the years, the Lancers have helped raise thousands of dollars for local charities and local organizations through their jersey auctions, thanks to our players. Tonight's post-game jersey auction will benefit the Villa of Hope. For over 75 years, the Villa of Hope has been helping youth and their families regain control of their lives. The Villa of Hope partners with individuals, families, and communities to rebuild relationships, recover from trauma, mental illness, abuse, and addiction, and renew hope for the future. They offer 24-hour day residential programs, multiple community programs, and many educational programs. The Villa of Hope is a leader in transforming the behavior and health systems of care in our community and throughout New York State. We are honored tonight to help raise money for this great organization. Please welcome tonight's honorary captains from the Villa of Hope, Alan, Adrian, Kenny, and Shira. Shira, come on out, guys. I like it. Villa of Hope, I love it. Just hang out over there with super celebrity there, Josh. Before we meet our Lancers, tonight's medical staff, please welcome head trainer Mike Pilato, our PA Kyle Mansick, and our chiropractor Jose Belseca. They're already on the bench. Hey guys, looking good over there. Beautiful, thank you. And now our assistant coaches, Rochester soccer coaching icons, Mr. Adam Schwartz and Mr. Johnny B. John Berardi-Curdy. These people love you. And now our head coach, he's a Rochester living legend, former Rhino star and Lancer star. Please welcome head coach and the father of two of our Lancer dancers, Mr. Doug Miller. Oh yeah. And now your 2020 Lancers goalkeeper number 000 from Hilton, New York, Mr. Brian Wilkin. Number 35 from Applause, New York, Christian Esposito. All the way from Brazil, wearing number 2, Rafa Godoy. He's on his final number 4 tour, the pride of Buffalo, New York, Mr. Gary Mountain. Number 7 from Webster, New York, Diamond Tim Crawford. Number 9 from Spencerport, New York, Dan Rieger. Number 10 all the way from Nottingham, England, YouTube sensation, Mr. Michael Cunningham. Number 11 from Webster, New York, the Red Mamba, Captain Anthony Rosano. Wow. Number 13 from Churchville, New York, his dad was an original Flash player. Please welcome Frankie Ciliberto. He's always in beast mode. He wears number 14. His name is Alex Harling. Number 16, all the way from Ukraine, he is Andre the Giant Demaviv. From Hicksville, Long Island, please welcome Mr. Peter Di Lorenzo. All the way from Cleveland, Ohio, number 18, Brian Wolnowski. Number 23 from Philadelphia. He scored the fastest goal in indoor Lancers history. Please welcome J.O. Jeremy Ortiz. He wears number 27 from Peru, Diego the Explorer Mayanga. And from Brighton, New York, number 31, Jeremy Lunko. Back to you, son of Santa.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. Gentlemen, please be so kind as to remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem being performed tonight by Josh Shapiro.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, great job. Thank you very
A
much
wonderful
to tonight's
performance
anthem
by
singer,
Josh Shapiro.
Shapiro.
Recording artist Josh Shapiro, great rendition there of the national anthem. Good evening and welcome to the Dome Arena. Joe Giuliano, along with John Savaglia, the Rochester Lancers. And guess who? John's favorite team.
Harrisburg Heat come back to town.
Welcome, John. It's the 5th meeting of this season between the Lancers and the Heat. Harrisburg winning all 4 of those matches, outscoring the Lancers 37-9. As Rochester still looking for that first win. They come in with a record of 0-7. Harrisburg 4-2. Your officials for this evening: Tim Tima, Steve Montanino, Dave Wolgast, Brendan Malarkey, and Max Sennett. Tonight's game produced by Varsity Media. As the celebratory kickoff taking place, the Lancers in the sharp all-white shirt and shorts with the blue socks, while Harrisburg comes back in with the purple jerseys. They wore those last time here in Rochester on December the 27th. It was a 10-5 win for the Harrisburg Heat. Now, Harrisburg's 4 wins against Rochester, their 2 losses against Utica, so they really haven't seen a lot of the league as far as the MASL is concerned.
Correct. It gets very easy and you get very complacent playing the same teams back to back to back. You don't really know what to expect. So hopefully tonight Rochester will come out and say, hey, you've played us 4 times already. You've beaten us 4. But you know what? This is our time.
Made a great point at the Open. Rochester, not a lot of time to think about last night's 17-4 loss. Just got to bounce back and be ready to go.
Absolutely. They just need to do the simple things. And when you do the simple things, everything will fall back into place.
We'll see how the simple things go as Rochester going with a very experienced lineup to start. Gary Boughton, Jeremy Ortiz, Anthony Rosano, Tim Crawford, Michael Cunningham. It's Wilkin in goal for Rochester. Danny DePrima will have the kickoff. Santana, Francis, Ty Hall, along with De Oliveira for Harrisburg. Jesus Chewy Molina in the nets for the Harrisburg Heat. Lights are on. Whistles are ready. It is MASL soccer action in Rochester. The captain, DePrima, gets it to De Oliveira. He'll quickly put one into the corner. Crawford. A hard challenge. Brought down by Ortiz. Rosano's header. Center circle for the pride and joy of Buffalo, Gary Boughton. Onto the near side for Crawford, who picked up a goal last night. Able to push it forward, but unable to keep possession was Gary Boughton. Nelson Santana also wearing the captain's armband tonight for Harrisburg, who are 2-0 away, or 2-2 away from home. 2-0 on home turf. Laid off, Gibson, the shot and an early goal as the point man, Gerger Gibson, lays it off for Hundelt. And 44 seconds in, Harrisburg hammers one home.
It's a great shot. Just put it right where Brian couldn't reach it, straight up over his arms. We look at it again here. Good ball played in, good layoff, one touch, rip it top of the net.
Hundelt's 5th goal of the year. Gerger Gibson gets the assist. That's his 7th. And he picks up where he left off as that point man drawing players in and then laying it off to Hundelt, who just smashes one home. 1-0 Harrisburg early on. Molina to the goal scorer, Hundelt. Dylan Hundelt, the 27-year-old in his 2nd season with the Heat. Gets it to Meller. Hundelt to Brom. Barry. Back to Molina, the 43-year-old, his 11th season of arena soccer. Last season served as the backup for the San Diego Sockers. Here's DePrima. Gibson lays it off again. In the far corner, Mayanga. Di Lorenzo. His little chip is deflected off of Ty Hall.
That goal again. Doesn't get much easier than that, I feel like.
Gibson, such a tough player to defend. Is that target player.
So we talked about Peter a lot last night being that strong target player. Going up against Gibson as a strong target player is a different story.
That key word that keeps coming back, experience.
Absolutely.
Breaking out now on the near side is Gibson. Track behind him, Lancers coming forward with Gary Boughton. On the left foot, off the boards, in front. Cleared away by DePrima. Crawford shot, what a great save, and a beautiful shot from Tim Crawford. He wants more goals tonight. Gibson is taken down. Physical start here for the Lancers.
It's exactly what Coach Miller was looking for. Set the tempo. Gave up an early goal, but let's not get our heads down and move forward from it.
A rocket from Crawford, and a big save from the veteran Molina.
Great save. It looked like he was screamed there as well.
Restart taken by Demidov. Wilkin is under all sorts of pressure. It's Meller who gets tangled up, and he's called for the foul. For Wilkin, his 5th appearance of the season, 33 goals against, 56 saves coming into this one. And headed away by his opposition at the far end, Molina. Lanco. Mayanga. Rafa Godoy. Kicked away under the foot of Wilkin. Quick touch for Mayanga. Onto the corner. Lancers doing a good job keeping this in the Harrisburg half of the field. The Heat trying to break the other way. Brom. Cunningham. To Wilkin, he's under pressure. Quickly out the middle. Taken back by DePrima to Villela. DePrima waiting for some support to come off the bench. Gets it in De Oliveira. It's a chance there. Boughton knocking on the door, but sneaking away from him. Danny DePrima to Molina. De Oliveira. Could this be the mistake that the Lancers need to make the opposition pay? Ortiz takes it away. Ortiz, shot. He's dumped down. The referee's going to call a foul as well. We talked about it last night. Soccer Sam was on with us too. The opponents have made us pay for our mistakes. Rochester looking to make it happen here.
Absolutely. You can tell the experience from the unexperienced. When the experience makes a mistake, they don't. Oh, great shot.
Oh, he makes them pay for the
There
mistake.
it is.
Show it off, Gary.
The pride and joy of Buffalo.
And what a rocket from Gary Boughton.
Great way to start off the game for him. Gary told us before pregame he's going to get a goal for every one of the lost Super Bowls of the Buffalo Bills.
And as Rick Cheddarette from the Buffalo Sabres would say, he put it top shelf where Mama hides the cookies.
It's a great start for Gary.
Second of the year. What a bomb, top shelf for the pride and joy of Buffalo. 4:27, time of the goal. And we were just talking about it. Making them pay for that mistake. Exactly what the Lancers just did.
Exactly, and that's something that we've really been trying to focus on. And we talked about the experience making them pay. Gary Boughton, the experience on the Lancers, making them pay.
Here's Rosano streaking forward. Into the corner, Boughton wants more. Looking, lays it off. Ortiz settles. Doesn't pull the trigger, keeps possession to Cunningham. Good work here for the Lancers. Early on, looking a different team. Tied at 1. Gibson. Rosano closing him down. The battle of the 11s. Right back to Hundelt. Forward for Villela. Coming in. Shot. Great block from Ortiz. 3-on-2 if the Lancers hurry. Boughton.
Great ball.
Rosano. And Molina comes up big in a collision at that far post.
Looks like they're having fun down there. That's good sportsmanship from both.
We are tied at 1. 9:24 left in the first quarter. Boughton for the Lancers. Hundelt for Harrisburg. The veteran Nelson Santana. Foot on the ball, head on a swivel, looking for options. The double team comes away with it for Rochester. Back to Molina. De Oliveira leads the MASL with 15 blocks.
And that's somebody that we're going to have to keep an eye out for tonight. We get shots off near him, chances are it's going to hit him.
There's Hundelt. Little roar from the crowd as the shot from Villela is pounded home, and Hundelt's got his second of the game. Mr. Opportunistic off the boards from Villela, and Hundelt's 6th of the year.
One thing you're going to see from Harrisburg tonight is they know how to utilize the boards and how to play balls off the boards. And right there's a great example if we take another look at it. Intentional missed shot off the boards right out into the middle.
Again, tracking back, watching the ball, watching the man making a run. Lancers giving up one there to Hundelt. 2-1, Hundelt's second of the game, his 6th of the year. Rosano's dumped, but gets up and continues to battle. And he's called for the retaliation against Meller. And we're just going to say there was a cheer from the crowd because the Buffalo Bills apparently have tied the game with Houston 19-19. They're in overtime. For any football fans who may be double dipping right now. It's Mayanga
Good battle.
for Brom. He'll have a go, and it's
Great
tipped
tip.
away nicely by Brian Wilkin.
Great tip from Brian.
And with that, we will take our media timeout. 2-1, 7:59 left in the first quarter. And while we have a break here, MASL Primetime. Just watched the first episode today. Awesome recap show. It is the new home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Friday. I saw it on Facebook as Alex Bastruvansky hosts this 30-minute deep dive into the MASL. Make sure to catch every episode of MASL Primetime. Also, the MASL podcast returns for the 2019 and 20 season. Join us as we talk to players, officials, and coaches from across the league and take you behind the scenes of the MASL. Check out MASLsoccer.com to listen to past episodes and subscribe to the official MASL podcast on Apple Podcasts. "2-1 the score. Harrisburg in the lead.
Here's something that we talked about earlier is the free kick situation for Harrisburg. They got a corner kick to start off. You better guard number 17 if I'm the Lancers.
Villela in the near side starting this corner kick. And here we go. Top of the arc for Santana.
Good block.
Shot is blocked by Cunningham. You know, Michael Cunningham may not be getting the offensive production he wants, but he's done so many other things to help this team out.
He is a fantastic player, whether it's scoring goals, creating goals, defending. He is somebody that any team would be blessed to have on their team.
Santana to the co-captain, DePrima. Dom Francis. Francis exploding on the season so far. 13 goals for Harrisburg. To Villela. Rolled through to the far corner. Gibson and Ortiz will battle for it. Gibson just covers up so much territory. You try to put the ball around him, it hits a piece of his leg or shin, and they win a corner kick or a restart.
He is a big target, and the Lancers have their work cut out for him tonight with him.
Francis. Don't want to let him go to that left foot, and Rosano does a great job defending.
So you can see the Lancers are playing a little bit tighter tonight than they have been the past couple of games. They've been letting him come at them. I think the game plan was just to stay tight.
Gibson looking for players running off. Hundelt is there. Shot is wide. Downfield, De Oliveira will go a little back and forth with Molina. Gibson. Double teamed, looking, playing it back underneath Hall, but De Oliveira will come back with it now. Here is Francis. Plays it short to Meller. DePrima. Hall. Back to DePrima. There's Ty Hall. Patient. No rush, no urgency here from Harrisburg, taking their time. And it's intercepted. Cooper coming off his line. Forward to DiLorenzo. A heavy touch there. Meller getting away from pressure. Hundelt to D'Oliveira. A scooch over 3 minutes left. 2-1 Harrisburg in the 5th meeting of the season between the Lancers and the Harrisburg Heat. In the corner for Santana. Center circle, Ty Hall. John, just looking at the remaining home schedule for the Lancers, I do not see Harrisburg listed as coming back.
No,
sorry.
That's okay, but I'm looking at it as well, and it's not an easy road for the Lancers. You've got Baltimore twice. You've got St. Louis, Kansas City. The Tropics come back to town, and then our, I don't know, throughway rivals, I don't really know what we're calling Utica City, but they come back to town.
That sounds good.
Not an easy task.
We'll see Baltimore 2 more times here in Rochester, and that's a team that I think is going to start firing on all cylinders, and they're going to cause some hay in the Eastern Conference. So they're 4-4 right now, but once they get going, they could be the team to watch out for as usual.
Absolutely. They started off to an uncharacteristic start, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
But they've picked it back up, got back to 500 here, and
Baltimore hosting Florida tonight. A couple other games in the MASL. Kansas City hosting Milwaukee, and Mesquite playing at home against Tacoma. D'Oliveira. DePrima. Good poke there from Michael Cunningham. He has done such a good job.
Definitely picked up his game for tonight. You can see a different atmosphere around him.
Meller. Left-footed shot finds the back of the net, just under a minute to play in the first quarter. And for Tom Meller, that's his first goal of the season. 14:07 time of that goal.
Looks like Wilke just got a foot to it, but it wasn't enough.
Brom gets the assist, his second of the year. These late goals, those are such backbreakers. You're in it, you're down by 1, and then with less than a minute to play.
Absolutely they are, but we talk about that word experience once again. And yes, they're giving up late goals, but this is also a learning curve for the Lancers, how to deal with giving up late goals. And sometimes it could be what the doctor ordered.
Almost another one there, Ty Hall coming forward. Santana to Hundelt. Hard shot, good block there by Godoy. Brom. Santana. 22 seconds left. Malcolm Harris, 10 seconds left. Harrisburg checks the clock, maybe one more push here. Malcolm Harris bumps one up and into the netting. 1.9 seconds remaining. This will bring quarter number 1 to a close. As Wilkin will push this one downfield. And with that throw downfield, first quarter action comes to an end. 3-1 the score, Harrisburg leading Rochester. We'll take a quick little break, come back with more Lancers soccer on the Lancers Broadcast Network. game produced by Varsity Media. Joel and the entire crew, awesome job as usual, my friends. Between the first and second quarter, Harrisburg leads it 3-1. And outside of being on the team, the best way to know what's happening in the MASL is to tune in to Kick This. Every weekend, Soccer Sam discusses the ins and outs of all the MASL action. Find Kick This every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern on iHeartRadio. John, break it down, my man. First quarter, what'd you think?
I think it went very, very well for the Lancers. I think they came back from a tough loss yesterday. In the first quarter, very physical. Very, controlling of the ball, I think. Keeping the ball in Harrisburg's end a lot of the time. However, Harrisburg, great ball movement, great use of the boards. They kept Don Francis in check. However, they didn't keep everybody in check. Someone's got 2 goals for Harrisburg that they got to watch out for.
And how important is this next goal? You get the feeling if Harrisburg gets that 4-1 lead, do things start to stretch apart? We don't want to see that, obviously.
They might, but one thing you got to remember with the indoor game, if you're new to the indoor game, is that goals are going to be scored.
Good point.
If you get a shutout in the indoor game, in my opinion, hang up the gloves. You're done. Good for you. But goals are going to come, whether it's 3-1, 4-1. When you start getting up to those 5-6 goal differentials, it might be a little bit harder to come back, but it's not impossible.
Recapping your scoring in the first quarter, it was 44 seconds into the game, Dylan Hundelt from Gerger Gibson to make it 1-0. And at 4:27, Gary Boughton with a top shelf rocket, his second of the year, tied it at 1. And about 2 minutes later, 1 minute 57 seconds later, Hundelt got his second of the game from Villela. 6th goal of the year for Hundelt, 5th assist for Villela. And then 53 seconds left in that first quarter. It was Tom Meller getting his first goal of the season with some help from Matt Brom to make it 3-1. Little performance on the field from the Elite Jewels. Nice round of applause. They're wearing Harrisburg colors, though, so I'll have to talk to them about that.
I know. We might have to tell them to get a little blue and yellow
right
for the next time they come in, but no, wonderful job by them. They dance a lot better than I would, I can tell you that.
The Lancers will have the kickoff. They'll go from left to right. It's Boughton, Crawford, Rosano, Ortiz, and Cunningham. Francis, Santana, Villela, DePrima, and De Oliveira for Harrisburg, who will go from right to left. Second quarter about to begin. The Dome Arena, the venue for the Lancers and the Harrisburg Heat. Rosano off the boards. Rosano gets it again. In front, no one on the near side. Comes to the far side. Back to center, I'm sorry. Cunningham. With a shot go that's deflected.
One thing I think Lancer fans might be a little weirded out by is seeing Michael Cunningham as a defensive player. There's a purpose. There's a reason behind that. It's to give him more touches with the ball. He actually makes a pretty good defender, in my opinion, as well.
Very talented, very versatile player. Log jam in the corner. Santana, Boughton.
Good battle by 2 veterans right there.
This one takes a hop, fortunate hop for the Lancers. Crawford given away in front. The shot, kick save, and cleared away by Rosano. De Oliveira on the doorstep, and Wilkin has been good again. Villela to DePrima. Harrisburg, 11-13 last year, 3rd in the Eastern Division. They started off the season at 1-7. Pat Healy, the head coach and the GM. Lost a few players in free agency, but also allowed them to bring guys like J.J. Gibson in, De Oliveira, and Jesus Molina.
So you're saying there's a chance. They started off 1-7. There's a chance for the Lancers here.
Absolutely. Ortiz, good little poke.
Great defensive play, great hustle.
He is such a tough player on the tackle. Good job by Ortiz. Oh, good pass. And Gibson didn't have much of an angle to work with there.
Like it just got away from him, but I think Wilkin had it covered if it did get on that.
Wilkin did a very good job making it difficult for the big striker. Gibson looking for his third of the year. DiLorenzo gets there first for the Lancers. Mayanga. Harlan. Wolanski. To Harlan. There's Diego Mayanga. Lancers looking to penetrate.
They look a lot more composed on the ball today. And I think that's something that they needed to work on, is just to slow the tempo down. Let them come to you and the holes will open, the passing lanes will open.
Godoy. This was just keeping it at that midfield area. As John said, looking for those holes to open. And Crawford, a
Great
good hard tackle. DiLorenzo, the toe poke off the boards, trailing in, the shot is wide. Good idea from DiLorenzo to play it off the boards, looking for someone coming in as he is dumped in the box. And headed away there by Crawford on the throw. All right.
That was a
Good spell.
Good
spell.
sequence of events there for the Lancers.
Definitely something to build upon. Oh,
4-second violation.
yes. And that's Gary Boughton's pressure, forcing that delay. And Pat Healy is off the bench and not too happy with the call.
First time I've seen another coach, other than Coach Miller, more aggressive.
Oh, he is pretty
Animated,
intense. The former MASL Defender of the Year, 6-time All-League player, Healy. Not afraid to show his emotions. Cunningham, tough angle, good block.
Great hustle from Gary.
Boughton he's been Superman this first half.
He is playing with that chip on his shoulder. I don't know if it's just because the Bills are in a playoff game or whatever it may be, but outstanding from him so far.
Gets a little pat on the back from his teammates on the bench. Well deserved. Santana looks like he's going full speed and then puts the brakes on.
For those who have never been to a live indoor game, I highly encourage getting out. You will see how fast these players actually are and how fast that ball travels.
Santana tries the layoff, but Crawford reads it well. Well, a very unique sport, to say the least.
Absolutely. I think of it as hockey. Basically, that's the best way that I've learned how to play a game. I watch a lot of hockey, as well as a lot of indoor soccer, and I see similarities all over the place.
And throw basketball in there, too.
Absolutely. Basketball as well.
Great sport to watch our TV coverage, but also in person. Out to the Dome Arena, check out fast-paced, non-stop action of Lancers soccer.
Absolutely. There's always something to do here as well.
Soccer Sam will have it no other way.
Hopefully he'll join our broadcast.
Rosano's 1v4. Can he create some magic? And the magic will be Sun Alberto with the foul. Took down De Oliveira.
Owie Pants. The Owie Pants have made a return.
Or is it Hundelt? It's Hundelt who's down.
Tell.
Thanks to our camera angle from Joel and his crew. Hundelt is the player who's down. Trainer will take a look at him. Looks like he'll be okay.
And in my opinion, he's been the best player for Harrisburg tonight so far. Not only with just 2 goals, but he's been moving the ball very, very well.
Lancers going with a little bit of possession. Trying to keep Harris, excuse me, from getting that 4th goal. And maybe try to pop in their 2nd goal to come within 1 again. Stays on the turf, DePrima. Back to Molina.
It's good hustle by Rafa as well. Tracking the ball.
It's Francis.
Dom Francis.
Pushes it into Gibson, then makes a run into space. That time the Lancers did a tremendous job tracking back with the runner. Rieger's first shift of the game.
It's a good battle in the corner.
Big change for the Lancers. Lonco. Tim Crawford. Ortiz with some time. The shot not too far off the mark.
Maybe tonight will be the night he gets a goal.
He was pounding away last night. What, 5-6 maybe?
At least in the keeper or the post. Bailed out Florida.
Good work just to get away from that intense pressure from Rosano. Villela goes down, and Rosano's going to want to be careful here. Helps Villela up. That was a battle from that far corner right up to the center circle.
Yep, it continued. And that's a physicality I think Rochester's been looking for. They're not afraid to give up a few penalties. They just want to let teams know, hey, we're here. We're here to play.
8:19 left in the second quarter. All the goals, 3-1, Harrisburg in the lead, coming in the first quarter. Barry. Hundelt, De Oliveira. Through the crease, no one there for Harrisburg. Molina. Marcel Berry under pressure from Crawford. Wide open is Villela. Trying to get the ball to him now, and it's off the boards. For about 5 seconds, the Lancers bench screaming for someone to cover Villela, who was just pleading for the ball. Oh, what a move from Santana. Crawford's got no choice there but to take down Santana, and luckily not a blue card.
Yeah, that's a smart foul to take from Crawford. Very, very lucky he didn't see a flash of blue.
The touch from Santana, though, just
unbelievable.
Creative. Perfect timing.
Unbelievable. He's a wizard with that ball at his feet. It's the best way for me to put it.
Harris back to Brom. Villela. Lancers dropping back just a little bit here. Gibson and Harling. Along the boards now to DePrima. Now Wolanski coming out to apply some pressure. Godoy as well. A few steps forward. Villela, good move. Shot blocked by his own player. It was Gerger Gibson who couldn't get out of the way of that one, as Villela did a good job to split two Lancer defenders.
Thank you, Gibson.
Hundelt. Marcel Harris, the 25-year-old rookie, gives it to Hundelt. De Oliveira. Francis. He's been shifting around, looking for space. 6:02 left in the second quarter. 3-1 Lancers. This one is up and into the netting, and this will bring us to our second quarter media timeout. As we'll take a quick little break here. It's Harrisburg 3, Rochester 1 on the Lancers Broadcast Network. 5:53 left. Harrisburg 3, Rochester 1. We're in the second quarter. The Lancers would like to thank Miter USA for providing today's match balls. Miter, founded in Huddersfield, England, is among the world's oldest sporting goods brands, starting production in 1817. Miter, a proud partner of Major Arena Soccer League, providing arena-specific match balls to both the MASL and the MASL 2. Some other games tonight, Baltimore and Florida. We'll get you an update on that one. Kansas City and Milwaukee. And then you got Tacoma visiting Mesquite. Play will resume with the Lancers. And Wilkin getting this one back into game action. Wilkin's got to be careful. Yep. Good ball. Crossfield for Boughton. Cuts it back to his left. Crawford. For Boughton. Ortiz. Oh, that would have been lovely.
Oh.
All the way back.
Started off a little sloppy there for Rochester, but they made something out of nothing, in my opinion.
A completely different looking team tonight.
Absolutely. You can tell that Rochester's playing with a chip on their shoulder.
Much more confidence on the ball.
Great.
Good tackle. Crawford has been outstanding. Boughton, good move to the left. Shot is blocked. Crawford shot out of a cannon tonight. Scores a goal last night, and he is just ready to go.
He has been, in my opinion, Rochester's most consistent player. He missed 2 games for us. Come back here, and he has just done outstanding.
Tim Crawford from Webster Thomas High School here in Rochester. Standout captain at Hartwick College. 27-year-old. Having a great Lancer weekend. Demidev to Rieger. Into the corner for Rosano. Back to Lanco. There's Rosano. Looking for help. Comes back to Mayanga instead. Diego Mayanga, chip into the corner, coming onto it is Godoy. Mayanga, Cunningham, he'll tee one up. Shot off the crossbar!
We'll have to take another look at that one, see if it crossed all the white. Fortunately, we don't have VAR in MASL.
What an absolute rocket from the YouTube sensation, Michael Cunningham. .325 left. Cunningham inches away from making it 3-2. There's De Oliveira. Gibson. And they will call the foul on Mayanga. It's Gibson who went down. Here's a look at that shot.
Oh, a beautiful shot.
Restart on the far side. Open is Barry. Shot. Good block by Mayanga. Gibson whips one all the way across and out of play. Baltimore hosting the Tropics. 1:03 left in the first overtime. They're tied at 6. Wild one in Baltimore. And a good one here in Rochester as well. Chest pass back to Molina. Meller. All the way back to Molina. You saw John check his phone. His head went down. What's up?
Yep. It looks like the Texans went down, got a field goal in overtime, puts them through 22-19 final for Houston over Buffalo.
Great season for the Bills. There's always next year, and you know what? It's indoor soccer time. Focus on the Lancers now.
Absolutely. I don't know what the call was on that.
Ball went off the official, and then the whistle was blown.
Oh, that shot once again from Michael Cunningham.
Great job by Joel to slow it down. Maybe touched the line, but definitely didn't cross the entire goal line. But a great look from our production crew at Varsity Media. 1:55 left. 3-1. Harrisburg leads. A much better Lancer performance in this first half. Can they hold off and not give up that back-breaking late goal?
Absolutely. In my opinion, first time this season I've seen the Lancers put two great quarters back-to-back together.
I agree, Mr. Savaglia. In the corner, Santana. Just enough body by Crawford to shield him off, and Tim didn't like the extracurricular stuff. Rosano called for the foul. Crawford, though, what an edge on that player tonight. Played for the Syracuse Silver Knights and the Lancers. He's got a little bit of indoor experience and really starting to show through here.
Absolutely.
Final minute of play. Good ball outside. Mayanga to Cunningham. They're going to have to respect what he can deliver from outside that arc. Godoy. Mayanga, 40 seconds left.
It's great ball movement right now.
Cunningham. Oh, I like the cheeky toe poke.
Cheeky toe poke, good save. Ball still in.
In front, Godoy. What a block from Francis. I like the opportunity taken there from Michael Cunningham.
Absolutely. A little untraditional with the toe
Yeah.
poke, but you know what? It catches the keeper off guard.
20 seconds left. Lancers looking for a one here. It's Rosano's shot is blocked. Good move by Rosano. Tries the spin move. He's taken down, and the call is made.
This is huge for Rochester. They can get one back right before the half.
11 seconds left. Dangerous restart, and the Lancers will take a timeout just to regroup and make sure all the pieces are in place. Wow. Very impressive half of soccer from the Lancers.
Absolutely. It's amazing. This is exactly what I see in training every day, and it's great to finally see it coming to game day.
Looks like DePrima's got a bloody nose as he's being helped off by the trainer. 11 seconds left. Not sure if there's some contact after the play. I'm sure he'll be cleaned up and ready to go. Danny DePrima, the 28-year-old who played outdoors with the Harrisburg City Islanders. He had many opportunities to call games between DePrima's City Islanders and the Rochester Rhinos in the USL. So DePrima goes off. The Lancers break the huddle. Set piece. Crunch time with 11 seconds left. All right, the timeout is over. It's Rosano and Cunningham over the ball. Siliberto also looks like he may be up to something here. And it's poked away by Hundelt.
It's a good ball from Brian.
3 seconds left. Rosano tripped in the corner. Call is made, but that'll come.
I think the ref took his sweet time blowing the whistle there. I believe there should be about 2 seconds left on the clock when that happened.
Clock showing 0.0, but looks like the officials are going to have a little discussion at the referee's box. So we'll see what they decide to put back onto the clock. It was definitely before it hit 0, but how much before? Tough to tell. And
Point five. I don't know what happened there. To me, it looked like there's about 2 seconds left.
now Tim Tima is going to have another word with the official's box, and he's, I'm assuming, going to say no, maybe a little more than that.
However, 0.5 is still enough time to get a shot off on net.
As soon as he touches the ball, that clock starts. No, they're going to keep it at 0.5. There's the whistle. Top of the arc. Cunningham shot. And no go there. 3-1 after a scoreless second quarter. Good stuff, though, from the Lancers. And Soccer Sam will have our halftime interview. Should be very energetic and excited with what he has seen. I'm sure you're pretty happy with what you saw, too.
Absolutely. I couldn't be more happy for these guys. I mean, that's the best half of soccer I've seen them play this season.
We'll keep it here as Soccer Sam will have our halftime interview. Looks like he'll speak with Peter DiLorenzo. And getting everything ready at the field. Let's throw it down to the field. Soccer Sam, take it away.
Eyed Family of Dealerships halftime show.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm with Peter DiLorenzo. Peter, last night you got your first assist, first point as a Lancer. It had to mean a lot to you here in front of all these fans last night.
Yeah, it meant a lot. It was awesome. Any way to help out the team is always a good thing. Despite the loss, I think we did all right. And, just moving forward today is what we're looking for.
So, Peter, in real life, you also are a trainer. Tell me what you do during the day.
So I'm a full-time trainer at Burn Boot Camp in Webster. I got some of my ladies out there. They're over there somewhere. But so I train them, 40-something camps a week, and all different hit style camps, and it's a blast, so it's awesome.
Burn, it's called.
Yeah, Burn Boot Camp in Webster.
Well, after the game here, upstairs in the Goal Kick Lounge, we are going to have a jersey auction, and the players are going to take off their jerseys, and you could bid on the jerseys. And we're going to start a $50 bid, and not now. This is a family show. What are you doing? Not now, after. It's after the thing, after the game. You got to still get in the locker room. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
I thought you said take my shirt off.
Peter DiLorenzo being a good sport here. After the game, make sure you get a jersey and autograph him and some pictures. Thank you, Peter.
Thanks, Sam. Always.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and now the world-famous Lanza Dances with Josh Shapiro.
All right, Soccer Sam, great job. Peter DiLorenzo having some fun with the master of ceremonies, Soccer Sam. Joe Giuliano, John Savaglia on the call tonight. These two teams played back on Friday, December 27th. It was a 10-5 win for the Harrisburg Heat. Let's take a look back at some of the action from that match on December 27th. And that's a look at the action from the December 27th game. You know, just looking at those highlights from a week ago, the Lancers looked a little disjointed there compared to what we're seeing tonight in the first 2 quarters of play. A huge difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And the biggest thing that I've seen is you look at each one of our games that we have played so far, from the first game against Utica up until now against Harrisburg. In each game, you can take a little bit of greatness from there and add it. And this is the first time that I've seen it all come together. I was saying before that in training, I see exactly what we're seeing tonight every time. And it's great now these fans get to see exactly what kind of team Rochester is. And it makes me really, really excited to be a part of this organization for the future.
Great stuff in the first 2 quarters. We'll see if Rochester can continue that. They trail Harrisburg 3-1, but they've been knocking on the door. We'll take a short break. This is the Lancers Broadcast Network.
Yeah, set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, is you fake or loyal? Why no water, that the sign of baby picking poison. These little demons living underneath my bed creeping. Know the real monster lives above them all sleeping. That subtle breathing in your closet every single evening. Thought you never see me again, looks can be deceiving. When they hear the sound of the drum, they'll be saying, oh Lord, here they come. Yeah, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Here we come. And when you hear the sound of the drum, we'll be saying, here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come.
Great little promo there for Varsity Media, our producers. And while we have a quick little second here, you're watching Lancers Soccer on MASL TV. Catch every game each week on the league's official streaming home, MASL.TV. And also get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams. Make sure you're following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and MASL Arena on Twitter. Well, we've got Baltimore tonight playing against Florida. It's 7-6 right now, the Tropics in the lead. We'll get you a final on that one as soon as we can. Last night, looking at your scoreboard in the MASL, Rochester falling to Florida 17-4. Mesquite 7-1 over Dallas, and Sonora 12-7 over St. Louis. Tonight's action, Baltimore versus Florida, 7-6, Tropics lead that one. Kansas City is playing host to Milwaukee, and Mesquite hosting the Tacoma Stars. 3 games tomorrow in the MASL. Dallas playing host to Tacoma, Monterey, and St. Louis. In San Diego playing host to the Ontario Fury. Your standings now in the MASL. Well, we talked about it last night, and it's a bit of a logjam there. Florida at 6-1 at the top of the table. Milwaukee behind them, but look, Utica, Harrisburg, and we talked about Baltimore, who is going to probably start firing on all cylinders. It's going to be a logjam, I think, come midway to the 3/4 point of the season.
Absolutely, and Rochester has a great opportunity to play spoiler. You know, I'm a big hockey fan. One of the things that I loved is last year the St. Louis Blues, last team in the league coming into the halfway point, went out and won the Stanley Cup. Rochester's not out of this. They put a few wins here and there, momentum starts going right in the middle of that pack.
They're having a solid performance here tonight as we look at the Western Conference standings. You got Monterey right now, the only undefeated team in the MASL at 6-0 on the season. And just behind them, the San Diego Sockers, the legendary indoor side, San Diego, 6-1. A little more breathing room out west.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can tell there's still a little bit of a logjam underneath those bottom 2, but definitely a little bit more breathing room for the top.
And looking at some of your statistical leaders in the MASL, As far as points go, Enrique Canez from Sonora with 22 points, and Ricardo Calvallo last night, a lot of points, a lot of goals, a lot of assists. He jumps up now to 18 points on the season, and it's Gibson from Kansas City and Pereira from Tacoma at 17 points, tied for third. Looking at goals in the MASL, Enrique Canez with 15, tied with Frank Tayu from Ontario, 15 goals. Dom Francis here tonight in Rochester has got 13 on the season, and Vinny Dantas has 12. He is with the Baltimore Blast. Looking at your assist leaders, Max Ferdinand has 10 on the year. Ricardo Carvalho, he picked up a bunch of assists yesterday. He's got 9, and Nick Pereira just behind them with 8. How about this, Mr. Goalkeeper? Goals against average leaders. You've got Diego Reynoso from Monterrey with a 2.33 goals against average. Pretty impressive.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I've seen a few of his games. If you get a chance to watch him, take notes.
Rafael Diaz from Milwaukee at a 3.03. And then Edward Cortez from Mesquite at 3.54 goals against average. Some news and notes from the MASL. The Orlando Seawolves have announced the return of first ever head coach Tom Traxler. It is effective immediately. Traxler led the Seawolves in their inaugural season. He previously served as the broadcaster for Orlando City SC, as well as multiple USL championship matches. Player of the week is Tony Walls. He is the Sport Turf Player of the Week for Week 6. This is the first Player of the Week honor for Tony Walls and the ambush this season. Walls started the week with a 2-goal, 1-assist effort against Tacoma, and then followed that up with his second hat trick of the season, plus an assist against their cross-state rivals, the Kansas City Comets. The rest of the team of the week, Ron Pereira from the Baltimore Blast, Christian Segura from Utica City, Luan Oliveira from the Milwaukee Wave, Jake Schindler, former Lancer, now with Utica, and Polo Cortez from the Mesquite Outlaws, rounding out the MASL team of the week. Here in Rochester, we're at the half. It is 3-1 Harrisburg leading. And John, 44 seconds into this one, the Heat get a goal. And I'm sure many people started thinking, oh no, here we go again.
Here we go again, but you know what? Rochester responded, and I think they did very, very well.
4:27 was the response. It was Gary Boughton with his second of the season. As we look at a couple highlights here, this is the first goal. Gibson laying it off for Hundelt. Rifles one up and over the Lancers keeper. No chance there for Wilkin. That was 44 seconds into the game. Hundelt's 5th of the year. Gibson, his 7th assist. 4:27, Gary Boughton. Boy, did he hit a laser here.
Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. One touch, upper corner.
Great shot, his 2nd of the year. And rip open that shirt, Mr. Superman. Gary Boughton with the goal there. 6:24, Hundelt. He gets his 2nd of the game, 6th of the year. It'll be Villela with the helper.
Yeah, they play really well off those boards. That's one thing that Harrisburg strives on. You can see the intentional miss off the boards, wide open in the middle.
He was wide open. No one anywhere near him for his 2nd of the game, 6th of the year. Then we talked about those late goals. 53 seconds left in the first quarter. It was Meller, his 1st of the year. Brom, his 2nd assist.
Yeah, those are the toughest ones to give up. The post save here, this is actually Wilkins' big save at the end. Great save at the end of the first quarter there.
He has come up big for the Lancers last night and tonight. He split the game last night with Christian Esposito. Both teams coming back onto the field, and here's that last goal.
Unlucky there. Like I said, if you've never been to a game, you don't understand how fast that ball is going, and you try your best as a goalkeeper to get whatever you can in front of it, and unfortunately it wasn't enough.
All right, teams warming up. We'll take a quick little break here. Keep it on field action as the Lancers trailing 3-1. Second half action about to begin on the Lancers Broadcast Network. All right, We are getting ready for third quarter action at the Dome Arena. The Lancers will be attacking.
Hey y'all, let me show you the absolute best training tool that I've ever experienced. It's called Rio Ball. I discovered Rio Ball while training with a professional team in Brazil. I had a ton of fun and my touch had never been so sharp. This spring, be the first.
Lance. Harrisburg kickoff. Harrisburg on the season 4-2. Rochester at 0-7. Battling, scraping, doing whatever they can, looking for that first win of the season.
Yeah, and like I said before, when that first win comes, the rest of the team, the rest of the MASL better watch out.
All right, both teams huddling up, getting ready for our action here in the second half. Baltimore's update was still 7-6. Tropics leading that one. We'll see if we get any more information on that. As MASL with a few games this evening. It will be the Harrisburg Heat to have the kickoff. Rochester going with Boughton, Ortiz, Rosano, Crawford, and Cunningham. That has been a good mix for the team to start.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Coach Miller is throwing the experience out there and trying to get the rest of the team amped up and ready to go.
And here we go. Harrisburg to De Oliveira. Santana. His pass intercepted by Cunningham. Forward to Rosano. To the near side for Cunningham. Quinn at the yellow line. Small little touch to Rosano. Crawford forced to go into the corner. Wilkins going to have to hustle under pressure here. Back into the corner on the near side. Crawford gets there first, but Santana intercepts it for Harrisburg. All the way back to Molina. DePrima. Brom, the Frenchman, his second year with the Heat. Gives it back to his keeper, Molina. Francis pass intercepted, long shot! And quickly making the save is Molina, backpedaling. A little far off his line there, but stayed calm and cool to make the save.
Try to catch him off. I like it. I like it.
Player with his head up, looking for opportunities. Villela, Hundelt, Berry, Brom, to Hundelt, into the corner for Gibson. Shielding, looking, plays it back. Crossfield now for Villela.
Looks like Harrisburg setting up shop, trying to wear out Rochester.
Marcel Berry is it back to Brom. Now Hundelt looking for the hat trick. Goes to Villela. Comes in, left-footed shot off the glass. All the way back around the horn, and the possession starts again. DePrima, who's back from the bloody nose. Marcel Berry. Little burst of speed by Berry. Off the boards, top of the arc. Good block in front by Demidov. Another block by Harling. Quinn Wilkin getting some help from the boys in front. It's still Harrisburg, 2.5 minutes in with all the possession. Lancers going to want to change that here if they can. Force a mistake and pick up possession themselves. Brom. Hall. Lancers just moving around, covering lanes. Just Harrisburg looking for that one split second of an opening. Rochester able to retreat, just going to hang at the yellow line, then start to apply some pressure. Santana. Hundelt. Hall. Wow. Possession, but no penetration.
I was going to say, and that's not a bad thing. As
No.
you can see, Harrisburg's dropping off, which might be a mistake by them because it's allowing Rochester to get fresh bodies on the floor.
Lancers bench right in front of the half they're defending. It's not a long change.
You can see the frustration on Don Francis's face. Being physical, Al Harling putting him on the ground. And you can see Coach Miller.
Foul was called on Harling against Francis.
Good block.
It's quite the sight to see when Gibson has the ball and he's backing in. And the opposition, the Lancer defenders, seem to cave in on him. And then there's that quick layoff.
Exactly, and once again, the experience. Harrisburg sees all the Lancers coming in, opens up the wide, lay it off, shot, but Rochester doing it very well of getting their bodies in front of the ball.
They've done a great job, right, helping Wilkin out. Not letting a lot of these shots even get through. All right, Lancers finally get possession just under 5 minutes into the quarter. Can they keep it now? Rosano. Tripped up. Harrisburg coming back the other way. Villela. His toe poke finds the net. And it'll be 4-1 for Harrisburg on the goal from Villela.
Unlucky. It looks like Rosano's trying to get an explanation from the ref why there wasn't a foul called.
There was some contact there.
Take a look at it. Oh, it looks like Rosano got a little clothesline from
Definitely some contact there.
From Brom there. Puts his hand out. Looks like it knocked him down.
Villela's fourth of the year. Brom gets the assist. For Brom, his second assist of the evening, third on the season. 4-1 now, Harrisburg. Lancers on the near corner. Played out. Good doy. His header is intercepted by Di Oliveira, but Ortiz, little backheel pass. And nobody on the end of it for Rochester. That was a bit of a, I guess I'm going to be kind, a sloppy challenge to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Brom got away with one there. Unfortunately, that happens in all professional sports. The refs aren't going to be perfect.
Cunningham. Boards back to the front. Ortiz shot is blocked. Mayanga on the hustle. Thanks to Mark Satilli, the goalkeeper coach. Quick little message here. Final score 7-6. Florida wins in Baltimore. So the Blast maybe not firing on all cylinders just yet.
No, but we saw a Florida team last night, and
Very
they
good.
looked very, very good.
Cunningham a little too high on that one, off the board or off the netting. Restart coming up here. Make sure you get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams. Make sure you're following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and MASL Arena on Twitter. In the corner, it's Mayanga and Gibson battling for it. Hundelt. Rom. A swerving ball into the corner, looking for Santana, doesn't get it to him. Play back to Molina. The Lancers can claw their way back into this one without letting it get too far out of hand. 8:13 left, 4-1 Harrisburg with the lead. Malcolm Harris to Brom. Gibson. Heavy touch is given away. Molina's quick off his line. Play it for Harrisburg. Intercepted. Rosano. He's tripped up. And the blue card comes out. And what's the call going to be? Is it outside the box? Rosano was in.
You can tell the Lancers have gotten under Francis's skin, and right there, in my opinion, a silly foul.
It's going to be Gary Boughton to set this one up, and he will take it from the yellow line one-on-one with Molina. Francis sits in the box, and Boughton will have it one-on-one coming in with Jesus Molina. Will it be a short visit for Francis? Let's see what Boughton does. Crowd looking forward to this one. Boughton one-on-one in this shootout here. Keeper foot on the line. Boughton ready for the touch. Boughton dribbles in. Keeper off his line. Step over. Shot! Kick save, and the ball is live in play now.
A little too slow from Gary on that one. Good news is power play for Rochester.
Rosano called for the foul. Rochester looking for their first power play goal of the season.
So Sam, looking at Harrisburg's penalty kill, it's pretty good, isn't it?
Doesn't get better, does
I mean, 100%.
I believe 7 for 7 is the number.
Well, Rochester, it's time to switch your 0% on the power play there.
We'll see if they put a dent one way or the other on those numbers. Lancers still have 1:38 left in the man advantage. Villela just terrorizing Ortiz along the boards. A huge burst of speed. And Ortiz checking to make sure Villela is okay.
It's good sportsmanship right there.
Look at that burst of speed.
Yeah, both those guys are very, very strong, and when they get going at full speed, look out.
Restart in the corner for Harrisburg. 1:33 left in the Lancers' man advantage.
Great block.
Blocked by Godoy. And with that, we will take a quick little break here. Third quarter, 7:23 remaining. The Lancers trailing the Harrisburg Heat 4-1 on the Lancers Broadcast Network. Welcome back to the Dome Arena. Lancers with 1:31 left on the power play. 7:23 left in the third quarter. Harrisburg will get this one back into play.
We're seeing firsthand why their penalty kill is 100% right now.
Still plenty of time for this golden opportunity for the Lancers. Villela will get this one back into play. Rochester going with the veterans here on the man advantage. T-shirt from the T-shirt toss onto the field. Sent back over the boards, and we get the okay to begin play. All the way back to Molina.
It's a smart play.
Yeah, eat away at that clock. It's a good ball from Molina. Deep into the corner, kept it in play and stolen away. Shot! May have been touched and up and over the goal by Wilkin. And they'll say yes, it was. Yep, deflected. Steve Montanino making the call. Steve Montanino and Tim Tima on the field tonight for the Lancers. Boughton's backed up. It's Villela again. Ball in front, headed back to Wilkin. 1:15 left. Lancers are still on the power play. Going to cut into this Harrisburg lead. It's Ortiz. Cycling around is Crawford. With the foot of Ortiz, he has to hustle. break this penalty kill. And Rosano shoved into the boards by Hundelt. Crawford comes in, and here we go. Villela, Hundelt, Crawford, and Ortiz, along with Rosano. Referee reaching into his pocket. They'll send Hundelt off with a yellow card. Looks like he is pointing to a few people. So Hundelt will be off for 5 minutes. Will not be an advantage for the Lancers, but Harrisburg loses the service of Dylan Hundelt for 5 minutes with the yellow card.
Who said indoor soccer wasn't exciting? Little MMA in there as well. We're talking about basketball and hockey.
Oh, Rosano will have a 5-minute breather as well. Here's a look at that right at midfield.
And that's bound to happen when you see a team 4 times already. It's gonna bubble up.
Good to see Crawford, though, come in and support his teammate.
Absolutely.
Ortiz gets dumped. Rosano. And then Hundelt comes a little shove against the boards. And you see Crawford taking a little sprint towards the melee. Godoy will come on and replace Rosano for the remaining, 44 seconds of the Lancers power play. Yellow cards to Rosano and Hundelt. They're out for 5 minutes. Boughton has to hurry back to Ortiz. 30 seconds. Cunningham. Ortiz. Good ball for Cunningham. Some space. Some time and a goal!
There it is.
Michael Cunningham on the power play!
First power play goal. Let's get Cunningham going.
Third of the year. Beautiful job to break down that diamond.
Unbelievable pass from Rafa. Right between the wickets of DePrima into the back of the net.
Yeah, you got to give Godoy credit. That is a dynamite pass.
Absolutely. That's great vision to split the defenders there, and great touch from Cunningham to set himself up.
4-2, 6 minutes left. Lancers trying to claw their way back into this one. It's Cunningham from Godoy on the power play, breaking Harrisburg's perfect 100% penalty kill.
And breaking our 0%.
That's right,
power
it's even
play.
more important. We'll start next to that one. First power play goal of the year for the Rochester Lancers.
That's something that we have worked on a bunch in practice. And Coach Miller has made some great changes to that. You see his soccer knowledge, how smart he is, and that just put it right to work there.
Di Lorenzo hard on the challenge to Mayanga. Meller, Santana, Hall. This is David Meller. Not to be confused with Tom Meller, who's number 14. There's DePrima. De Oliveira. Villela, the block from Rieger. DePrima. Gibson in front. Rieger anticipates, breaks it up, knocks it downfield. Lancers are going to regroup. Maybe not. Rieger's going to steal the ball. And a goal for Di Lorenzo! Just when you thought they were going to take their foot off the pedal, Rieger, Di Lorenzo, Lancer goal!
There it is, and that forces a timeout from Harrisburg. Oh, great pressure by Dan Rieger to set that entire play up, and great vision to see Peter wide open.
Di Lorenzo's first first goal as a Lancer. Rieger's first assist. Lancers within 1. How do you like that?
Where's he going?
Was just going to say the Lancers are going to regroup. Rieger had different ideas. He continued to just push forward.
Hard work pays off.
And look at the sheer joy and excitement on the face of Di Lorenzo.
Oh, so happy for him. He is a workhorse in training, and for him to finally get his first career goal in the MASL is fantastic for him.
Di Lorenzo and Rieger arm in arm in the Lancers huddle. And it sounds like he's a workhorse off the field as well with his fitness training business.
Absolutely. He is up at 4 o'clock in the morning, get to work. He works for Burn Boot Camp out in Webster there. He's up at 4 o'clock, comes here to train at 9 o'clock, doesn't get home till about midnight. 3 hours of sleep, he's back at it.
Unbelievable. 4-3 crowd music. Everything starting to step up just a little bit.
But here comes the challenging part. The next 4 minutes or so, you don't want to become too excited that you give up a bad goal.
It's Crawford. No nonsense tonight from Tim Crawford.
He's got
a couple players, right?
3 streaking. There's Rafa open in the middle.
Good save from Molina, denying
Great
Boughton.
save. It's great physical play right there from both the keeper and Boughton.
Play on. Villela. Santana. Meller.
Good block.
Good block from Crawford. And it's Francis who says, calm down, we're back.
And that's what I was talking about. That next 4 minutes, unfortunately, that came in the next, 30, 40 seconds there. And he is a man that you do not want to get going, Tom Francis.
46 seconds. His 14th goal of the year.
Wide open on that back post. And
Villela with the assist. Francis at 11-11 from Villela. And for Villela, his 6th assist of the season. 1 goal, 2 assists tonight for Villela. Yeah, that's a little bit of a buzzkill. Lancers have to claw their way back again. Still time with Mayanga coming forward. It's given up. Hall, 3-on-2 for the Heat. Meller. Shot, good save from Wilkin, who kicks it away on the rebound.
great work from Brian.
3:20 left. Lancers down by 2.
That's a little bit of an easy foul there. I don't know if I'd call that one. We'll look at the goal again there.
Gibson, top of the arc. De Oliveira. De Prima.
Good block.
Good job by Mayanga. David Wright not in the game tonight.
He's sitting
right here
about
below us.
3 rows in front of us, and I saw a smile come from him.
If David Wright had that block, wow. He's doing something right from the upper deck.
Better put him on the field with his flashlight speed.
Rosano still in the box on his 5-minute penalty, along with Hundelt. Meller seeing more action here in this second quarter, or second half, I should say. Leaves it for Brom. 2:14 left. 5-3 in what's been a hard-fought battle. 5th meeting of the season. Temper starting to flare. Lancers trying to close the gap as they've fallen 4 times to the Harrisburg Heat. Crawford for the goal scorer, De Lorenzo. Steamrolling ahead is Peter. Going to barrel through one, poked away to Hall. Dangerous play.
Free kick coming up here for the Lancers.
Oh, it looks,
Thought that was pretty clear.
Say Ty Hall's not too happy about it, but can't play on the ground.
He's got the ball between his legs. Just really a safety issue for him more than anything.
And I don't know if you were able to hear that. They called him for charging. Not sure what happened there. I guess I gotta get the rule book out here. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll bring out the sheet here in a second. There's Godoy. Meller steps in. Final play here, or pushed into the corner on the near side. Final minute of play approaching. Brom. Harris. De Oliveira. Good ball for DePrima. Back off the boards. Alford there to break it up. De Lorenzo has got 1v2. Rieger, can he return the favor? Tried to, but it's blocked away. De Oliveira. Francis. .25 seconds left, third quarter. Good work out of the back from the Heat. DePrima. Blocked by Rieger. 12 seconds left. Cunningham stretching the legs out, sprinting forward. Off the boards, looking for Boughton, and it's cleared away by De Oliveira.
Much behind. DePrima was behind. Big save from Brian. Time did expire, but a fantastic save.
Great quarter of action as the Lancers pick up 2 goals there. They got within 1, but Francis stretches the lead back up to 2 after 3 quarters of play. Harrisburg 5, Rochester 3. This is the Lancers Broadcast Network.
Now red my blood, you know I'm sleeping. Yeah, on your tippy toes creeping. Around like no one knows, think you're so criminal. Roses and both my knees feel, don't say thank you. Please, I do wait. So you're
Lancer Dancers entertaining the crowd here as we get ready for fourth quarter action. MASL Primetime is the new home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Friday on Facebook as Alex Bastravansky hosts this 30-minute deep dive into the MASL. Make sure to catch every episode of MASL Primetime. This game has had a pretty good flow to it. It's going really quick tonight.
Absolutely. You can see the momentum switch. Rochester came in, got 2 goals in a minute 30, and then Harrisburg comes right back in about 40 seconds there.
36 seconds
36
to be
seconds.
exact.
And
Unbelievable.
The always dangerous Dom Francis just keeps adding to his total.
Dom picked up his 14th of the year. Lancers will have the kickoff. Rosano, Hundelt, Welcome back to the field after your 5-minute cool-off period for the yellow cards.
We'll see if they actually did cool off.
Crawford shot wide. Glove to the far side now is Ortiz. Santana. Villela. Back to Santana. Ortiz. He hits Santana battle. And it is going to get chippy again. Rosano is dumped. Ortiz takes a shot to the face.
Villela with the throwdown on Rosano. I don't know if we got that on camera, but Villela looked like he just took him. We look back at it here. Villela comes right in, grabs Rosano and throws him to the ground.
That's rubbish. Nowhere near the ball, behind the play.
I don't know how the ref didn't call anything along those lines. It was right in front of him.
Hate to see that.
You do, and you know, I think it's going to be trouble for Harrisburg. Rochester's a team that you do not want to mess with when it starts getting physical like that.
Seems like Rosano has gotten under their skin just a bit. We'll see if they can keep their composure. Harrisburg, I believe, wanted too many men on the field. Nice settle. Siliberto, what a save off the face of Molina. What a great move from Frankie Siliberto.
Unbelievable. He did everything perfectly except put the ball in the back of the net, and it just came up from a great save from Molina.
Mayanga avoids one challenge, gets it to Rieger. Now back to Rieger. Siliberto with Brahm. And Frankie is going to be called for a foul, I believe. Let's see.
No.
Let's look at that last little tussle.
That I don't really know what the ref was thinking at that point. The ref was looking right at it. And I think that caught Rochester off guard. We've got the ball.
Shot is blocked. Hundelt comes away with it. Cunningham. Space to come forward. Still Cunningham. He wants more. Good shot, deflected, back into the corner. And the header is into the netting. Last touch by Harrisburg. Corner kick for the Lancers. Boughton. Good ball. Cunningham shot. Blocked by the bodies in front. Wilkin. Crawford. Rosano.
Back out there. Where's Villela? Oh, there he is. Down low.
Opposite sides of the field for now.
Say, play nice, boys. You're going back in timeout.
Well, they obviously haven't cooled off. Good step from Rosano. He's tripped up. He has been a marked man.
Oh, he is getting under the skin of Harrisburg.
Gibson called for the foul.
These set pieces for Rochester are becoming very, very critical in this game as it's going forward now. We got to make them count.
Boughton leaves it.
Oh,
that was going in.
That was a great block.
Brahm saved a goal with his head. Cunningham had another one on frame.
It's a good tap on the head from Molina to Brahm, and well-deserved for Brahm.
There's a look at it.
Not sure what the play was there.
We'll break down here, coming back on the counterattack. Hundelt. Brahm.
Oh, great defensive play.
Whew. Good hustle. From one end to the other, Boughton was the player who started that free kick play, and he came back to save the day.
Here's the set pieces that Rochester needs to be worried about. If I'm Brian right now, I'm focusing on Francis.
Yep. Or De Oliveira. 2:38 in the fourth quarter. De Oliveira on the restart.
I think that's one Brian would like to have back. Just from his reaction, it looks like it's one that he'd like to have back. I think he got a hand to it.
6th goal of the season for De Oliveira. And Tom Meller will get the assist. Those free kicks, very difficult to deal with.
In my opinion, they're more difficult to deal with indoor than they are outdoor.
Yeah, I think so.
Granted, you got right back. Oh, great save from Molina from a toe poke from Diego.
6'3", Mayanga. Rafa.
You can hear Rochester telling them to slow things down.
Lancers just looking to settle down.
Still plenty of time.
Yep. Piece together a comeback here with Di Lorenzo in the corner. Harling.
Looks like
Out of play.
Here's a top of the box
Yes.
play for Rochester. Now let's see if they can make it count.
Lancers, Doug Miller on the field before the game. Still coaching, working on set pieces. We'll see if one of them comes up here.
Absolutely. You want to talk about a free kick specialist, look back at Doug Miller's highlights.
Boughton. Steps in, leaves it there. Rosado, kick save from Molina.
Molina's made some fantastic saves in this fourth quarter.
Kick saves off the head. He's done it all. A great goalkeeping performance from both sides tonight.
Yeah, and now you see why Harrisburg brought him in the offseason.
Hopping shot, bouncing shot. No trouble there for Molina. Harrisburg did bring in Gibson, De Oliveira, and Molina. All of those guys key factors tonight. Came in the offseason. They lost Perella, Carvalho in free agency. Carvalho going to Florida, Perella to Utica. Boughton to Cunningham. Good ball, Rosano, another block in front. No one there at the top of the arc to pounce on it for the Lancers. Villela. Uh-oh. Going near Rosano, goes to Santana instead. Santana, Villela.
Great block.
Blocked by Crawford, and the bicycle kick by Villela. He's tipped away, and he is slow to get up. He's had a rough night tonight.
He has.
Daniel Villela, member of the Mexican Arena national team. Still stays out, though. Rieger. Siliberto. 10 minutes left. Lancers trailing 6-3 in what has been a very solid performance by Rochester. Soccer Sam gearing up to join us here for a final stretch of this fourth quarter. Sammy, good show by the boys tonight.
They're working hard. I mean, they're trying so hard. We've had so many chances, and it's obvious to the people that are watching right now that this is a young team, but you know they're playing against guys that have 200-300 games of experience. Most of these guys have 7-8 games of experience. You can see that they're improving every game, and Dan Rieger's just working so hard on that last goal. It's just amazing.
And the physical stuff continues.
And blue card, let the MMA fighting continue.
That's Brom.
And the blue card to Brom.
Taking down Frankie Siliberto. A lot of action here, Sammy.
A lot of Joe.
Off
a lot
the
of
ball,
action.
on the ball. These two teams know each other very well.
You know, and the crowd that's It's a smaller crowd than we've had all year because of the Bills game, but they're enjoying this. They're loud. They're into it, and so many people have come up to me saying every game they can see the improvements.
Another restart here for the Lancers. Boughton. We'll take a look at this man advantage. Rochester scoring on the power play in the third quarter. It was Cunningham on a beauty at 9 minutes from Godoy. First goal that Harrisburg has given up. Shorthanded this year. We'll see what happens now in this second power play opportunity for the Lancers.
He's so good, isn't he?
Oh, he's fantastic. I think the key thing for Rochester right now is patience on this power play. Don't force anything. Look for your opening passing lane to get an open shot.
They're downfield. Hustling back is Jeremy Ortiz. Lancers man advantage. Godoy slicing that Harrisburg defense earlier for the Cunningham goal.
YouTube sensation's wide open on the far side. He's hungry, you could tell.
Here's Rosano. A thorn in the side would be an understatement. Corner for Crawford. Timmy Crawford has been explosive tonight. Ortiz. Rosano. Broken up. Sent forward to Villela. He's got Hundelt. Rosano chasing him down. Quinn, it gets through on a shorthanded goal. And it's Hundelt picking up the hat trick.
Wow. Tough angle there for Brian Wilkin. He's just kind of out of position there. He should have probably had that. But these guys, it's just that's what I'm talking about. We talked about last night, John, is that these guys, we make a mistake, they capitalize. They make a mistake and we miss.
Absolutely.
Eventually that'll change.
Absolutely. You can see the hard work from Hundelt there, though, as well. You got to credit him. Of course, I'm never gonna say anything about my fellow keepers. But, Hundelt, I applaud him for the hard work that he put in on there on the shorthander.
Old school Steve Zungul, looked like an old school Steve Zungul poke, a little toe poke. Where outdoor soccer, they tell you not to toe poke, and indoor, it's acceptable all the time.
All's fair in games in indoor.
Villela gets the assist. He's got a goal and 3 assists tonight. Lancers still with the man advantage for 1 minute. They trail 7-3. Mayanga. And inside the box, they're going to call a foul as Di Lorenzo was dumped. And it'll be Lancers on a dangerous restart opportunity here.
I think this league, how they got the blue cards, Joe, and the yellow cards and the red cards? I think they should start offering green cards. I think that would just change the whole complexity of the league. There's just some issues right now. So I think, you get 3, 4, 5 fouls the same minute, you get a green card.
Green card? What would that entail? Going off? Or what would you?
No. You just get to stay in the country a little longer. You don't have to marry some lady. It's like,
guys, breaking news. This just in. The Mohican Warrior is tuned in Seattle, Washington.
Oh, man.
Just in case you were wondering.
I was all night long playing with my Rio ball all by myself.
Okay.
The Mohican Warrior invented the Rio ball. It's a great tool for training. And if you have problems sleeping at night, John, I suggest you get a Rio ball, you go in your driveway, you juggle it. The neighbors all come out, they wonder what's going on.
We've had a few here at practice, and it's a fantastic tool. It's gotten my footwork a heck of a lot better than what it was in the beginning of the season.
The Mohican Warrior.
Elliot, send us a message. How'd the teams do in the tournaments this weekend? Out west, hopefully it went well for you guys. Clock is stuck at 8:14. Ortiz couldn't get a solid piece of that one. And Harling will get a restart here for the Lancers. Steve Montanino will check in with the officials and get a correct time for us.
Yeah, that clock, we've had some issues with that clock locking up, and we're not sure what it is. This building's got some weird interferences. It's from, there was an issue years ago. They thought there was UFOs over this building, and the clock just locks up all the time. We're trying to figure that out.
This dome just showed up like a crop circle, so there could be UFOs somewhere.
So it's going to be at 8:14, but we'll see what they officially come up with. 2 goals in this quarter for Harrisburg, De Oliveira and Hundelt to make it Harrisburg 7-3. All right, 7:24 on the clock, 17 seconds, still time for the Lancers on the man advantage. Got their first power play goal of the season. Timeout is called. by Healy and the Harrisburg Heat. Well, Sam, coming into this one, Harrisburg outscored Rochester 37-9. They won 12-3, 7-1, 8-4, 10-5. It seems to be kind of getting closer and closer to where Rochester can maybe battle and look for a victory here. They're piecing parts of this game together, but it's bigger pieces each game.
You know, Doug Miller brought the players in today, 4:30 this afternoon. You know, did a little kick around, brought them in the locker room, brought different groups in, trying to motivate them, let them know. I went in there, said my little speech. I basically said to these guys, look last night you played against guys. Joey Tavernese played 200-300 games in this league. I mean, but you guys have 7 games under your belt. Give it time. And I kind of, reprimanded some of the guys who were kind of getting hard on their own players. And I said, look, you're a family. And the first song we played after the first goal was "We Are Family." This is a family here, and we knew it was a three. We knew it was a 3-year plan. But I'm telling you, I think these guys are improving every week. It's unbelievable. It's like I think by the end of the season, we will be ready to take on Baltimore and beat the Blast and beat some of the San Diego Sockers and all those guys.
Blast fell tonight. Florida winning 7-6.
Wow. I tell you, I talked about it last night. The Tropics, that's the Arrows of the 2020s. That's one of the best teams ever assembled.
The New York Arrows, what a blast from the past. And you know what? Made up of a lot of guys who played for who? The Outdoor.
Lancers.
Yeah.
Lancer players were a lot of the Arrow players, a lot of same owners. Bernie Roden at the time. Oh, wow, just
shot.
wide.
Powerful shot from Mayanga. Harling. Power play over for the Lancers. Godoy's shot is blocked. He wants a handball. Referee says, nope, we'll play in the corner.
Tim Tima, the referee there, played, that's not Tim Tima, but one of the referees, Tim Tima, he played with Doug Miller for years with Cleveland.
Harling shot. Poked away by Brom. Through the mix again. De Oliveira backs into the corner. Now the Lancers battling for it. Di Lorenzo is such a big, strong presence. Great interview at halftime with him, by the way.
Hey, he started taking off his clothes. Like, what are you doing here, buddy?
He's making me self-conscious up here.
Jersey auction coming up following the game.
Yes, I have they made me a jersey, and I'm going to be doing it. I went to Victoria's Secret earlier today, so I'm ready.
Nightmares.
We'll have video for you, folks.
Double D.
No, that's me. Too much Salvatore's pizza.
Oh, man.
You got to settle down, my friend. Quinn quickly forward to Jeremy Ortiz. Villela goes down, and so does Siliberto.
How about Frankie Siliberto? His dad played for the original Flash, Frank, and just loves this game. You know, he just played all his life.
He's looked well. He's looked very, very effective. Couple great touches. As Rieger turns here, gets it to Siliberto. Shot is blocked by DePrima. Rafa Godoy, as Santana gets away from him. That's indoor experience. 41 years old, still going strong.
You talk about how many games he's played in the years he's played. He's played 20 years indoor, West Coast, then came over to the East Coast. 20 games. Back in the day, he used to play 40 games a year. Oh, what's going on here, Joe?
Toe poke by Mayanga is wide. Rieger couldn't get the second help on that. Rafa Godoy.
Diego.
You know, Rafa, Sam, you look at him, the Brazilian, crafty, technical. He's going to blossom to a special indoor player.
He definitely is. Teams are talking about a lot of these guys. Anthony Rosano, Rafa, I mean, they're special. Michael Cunningham. These guys have it. 7 games.
What happens now, Sam, if teams come in and say, I want to take a look at Cunningham or Rafa or Rosano? Has there been talk of trades or players looking to go elsewhere?
There's a team called me today about players, and if any player could get an amazing offer, we're going to do everything in our power to kind of welcome that. But, we're still building, man. We're building hard. But, we're not going to stop players from growing. If they have a chance to go to Baltimore or San Diego and make, 5 times more money than they're making here, we're not going to stop that. I mean, in my own company that I work for, I pay everybody minimum wage. If they get 5-6 cents more, hey, go for it, man.
Yeah. I'm sure that's not the case.
Ashley Marie and I were celebrating. Minimum wage went up 15 cents.
Great job on the show this morning. The Soccer Shams kicked this show. Spoke with Tom Traxler from Orlando, and they've got a little situation going on down there, don't they?
I tell you, that team could be special. Orlando's such an amazing city with young families going there to live and to visit. If they can figure out a way to get those families to come to the games like we did back in the day with Blue Cross Arena, kids are free and welcome. You know, you've been to Disney World and all the parks. I mean, it's crazy what you've spent. You go to a soccer game, $10, $12 for a ticket, maybe $15. Parking's usually free, maybe $7. It's not $70. I think the Orlando market could be huge. Lakeland, the two Florida teams, they can figure out a way to capitalize on all the tourism from throughout the league that go to Florida. I think both those franchises could be special.
I wish them the best of luck. His injury on the field, it's Ty Hall, who's being helped off by the trainer. It's been a physical night tonight. She has been very busy. Vilela took a few knocks. Now it's Ty Hall, who's hobbling off with some assistance. Hall, the 30-year-old, nicknamed Dreads, in his 7th season of indoor soccer. Next game for Rochester, Sunday, January 19th. Guess where?
Harrisburg.
You got it. How did you know?
Just a hunch. Just a hunch. It seems like every other week we're seeing Harrisburg.
And Harrisburg, their next game is Sunday, January the 12th against Utica. So Harrisburg has only seen Rochester 4 times and Utica twice. Their 2 losses coming against Utica, 4 wins against Rochester. So they haven't really experienced too much of that Eastern Conference just yet.
Ty Hall, who's injured there, is best friends with Stephen Basso, former Lancer, and Ty tried out for us and came so close to getting a contract with us.
Ortiz with a steal, and the shot is just off the post. Cunningham. Good ball through the mix, and Rosano's shot blocked by J.J. Gibson. 4 minutes left. Lancers trailing 7-3. Rosano couldn't get it to Boughton. It's Vilela, the Mexican national player, to J.J. Gibson.
We talked to JJ too about joining us back when we were at the Blue Cross Arena. JJ is a great player, has been around the league.
Francis, good ball to Santana. Never gets riled, always has his head up. He knows his next step.
I'm getting paid to go do the post-game interviews, guys. I'm thinking about Crawford's my player of the game for the Lancers. Who are you thinking?
Great choice.
Timmy
We
Crawford,
talked about him. He was
Absolutely.
shot out of a cannon tonight.
Absolutely. He's done everything. It'd be a toss-up between Crawford and Gary, in my opinion.
Ortiz, he just can't get it to go. Continues working hard. Rosano is dumped. I think Timmy Crawford's a great choice.
Yeah, I'm going to move those goals like 3 inches next game.
There it is again.
Ortiz 3 times, just off like 3 inches right there, off the post. And then that one goal, that was in the end. When you guys showed the replay, was that in or not?
The shot from Cunningham hit the crossbar, bounced down. John says no. I thought it was in.
In most countries, that would be in.
I was going to say,
for the good of the referee's life, that would be in most countries.
I think we need to make that white line a little bit smaller for the opposing team.
I love it.
So we can put it in.
Well, guys, I'll see you next game. Thanks so much for doing such a great job.
Sandy, we love you, buddy. We love you.
Nielsen ratings, this is the highest-rated broadcast in all of soccer on this time slot on the station.
Fantastic.
Yeah, good job.
Thanks for the great news.
Yes.
Stick around. Soccer Sam will be on the field with our post-game interviews. And I think Tim Crawford is an excellent choice for player of the match. But still, 2 minutes left. You never know.
No, but Timmy Crawford, like I said before, he's been the most consistent player for the Lancers. He is a fighter. Doesn't matter if the score is 17-4 or here comes Rochester again.
Wolanski was looking for DiLorenzo. Harrisburg able to challenge defensively. Meller just pokes it away. 1:53 left. Harling to Rafa. Godoy. Mayanga. Ortiz, you got a feel for him. Working so hard.
It'll come, though. It'll happen.
When will that reward come for Jeremy? Is it now? Tries to tee one up. Plays it to Godoy instead. Irving gets there first. Tees, popped it in the middle of the field. Santana intercepted by Godoy. A good spin move. Gets away from Francis. And a little shove to Rafa. Boughton. Oh. Lancer players flying all over the place. Ortiz, Boughton down in the far corner. Final minute of play to Godoy. Blanco.
Gonna pull down there.
Yep. Quickly gets it back into the corner, but no one there for the Lancers.
I understand the quickness, but clock stop. Put your hand on the ball. Set something up.
Blanco. Rafa, 34 seconds left. Low shot. Molina sees it the whole way. 7-3. Harrisburg will take a timeout. And goals in this fourth quarter. De Oliveira, his 6th of the season at 2:38. And then Hundelt completes his hat trick at 6:34 to make this one 7-3 with 24.2 seconds left in this match here at the Dome Arena.
You know, I got to give a round of applause to my teammates down on the field there. In my opinion, this has been the first complete game that we've seen from the Lancers. I also got to give, nothing against Harrisburg, but Rochester has fought till the end.
Absolutely. Hats off to the boys in white and blue socks. 7-3, but they were within touching distance at 4-3. But again, we talked about the pieces of the game, bigger chunks starting to come together as the Lancers will meet Harrisburg in 2 weeks' time, January the 19th at Harrisburg. Next home game, end of the month, January 31st. Baltimore comes to town. Long throw downfield for Gibson. Off his foot and behind the glass. Demidev will have one more push here for Rochester. Godoy to Lanco. Driven into the far corner. Boughton. Molina steps in front of Ortiz. 7 seconds left. Well, it's not going to be the win that Rochester was looking for, but definitely some positive signs to walk away with.
A step in the right direction.
Yes, that's a good way to call it. And that brings this one to a close. Final score, Harrisburg 7, Rochester 3 with the result. The Lancers now go to 0-8, while Harrisburg jumps up to 5-2, but all 5 wins, pretty interesting, coming against the Rochester Lancers. So, interesting start to the year for the Harrisburg Heat, who will do it once again against Utica, the only 2 teams that they have played. Soccer Sam will have our post-game interview as he's getting ready, hopefully, to speak to his player of the game, and I think ours as well, Tim Crawford.
Absolutely.
Sammy.
Post-game up top, Goal Kick Lounge, jersey auction, Nelson Santana for the Harrisburg Heat. Nelson, a lot of our fans have been mentioning tonight, they remember you back when you were with Syracuse, Baltimore, and now with Harrisburg, man. You are one of the fan favorites that comes into town but plays for the other team.
I mean, Syracuse was awesome playing you guys. It was like the best rivalry in New York. And then I went to Baltimore. Now I'm here with Pat, trying to see what we can do, I mean, we're looking good, we're doing, but we still need a lot of work.
Well, you and Pat Healy, you guys were in Baltimore together, won some championships together, and now you came and joined Pat. It's kind of cool, that connection you both have.
Yes, actually, everything started when we started playing in the national team. We became really good friends. We were roommates, and I got to know him. And then I got lucky enough that I went to Baltimore, and then from there we became really good friends.
Well, Nelson, you are a legend in this league. Keep up the good work, and if my hair ever grows back, I'm doing that style.
Thank you so much. You guys, keep it up, man. I love coming here. So you guys are the best fans, too. Come on, let's go. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Nelson Santana, Tim Crawford, our Kick This player of the game, Timmy. You were working so hard tonight, up and down, doing your magic. Tough one there, but we came close. 7-3 as our closest game so far this year, and I thought we played really good.
We had times, it's just like every game. There's times when we're there, and there's times when we switch off. But, I mean, this being our closest game, we thought it was going to be a lot closer. We felt like it was a lot closer than it was. We just try to grind it out and work hard every game, but, sometimes you don't get the results you want, and it's down to us to make it happen.
Well, Tim, hey, best of luck. Go up there. The jersey auction's next. We're going to go to Doug Miller, our head coach right now. Doug, I know you've been working hard. You guys were here at 4 o'clock this afternoon, kind of talking, motivating, discussing. It seemed like it worked. Overall, the fans are excited about the improvement of these teams throughout the country. People are talking about the improvement of the Lancers.
Well, the funny thing is that today there was another first. When Rieger stole the ball and we went 5-3, we forced the team, to call a timeout. And that's a first for us, and we'll take the little victories and we continue to move on.
We just had Nelson Santana on, played in this league for a long time, indoor arena soccer, probably 300 to 400 games under his belt. Guys tonight, 7-8 games under the belt. But the improvement in the quickness that they're learning is amazing because of you. I'm here at practice. I see how hard you're working, how you educate. You're an amazing teacher. And these guys, in a couple more games, they're going to be amazing.
Well, I said in the beginning of the year that we're going to be somebody's nightmare come game 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, because we're going to knock somebody from being a playoff spot.
All right, well, he's Doug Miller, head coach. He's going to be up there. Jersey raffle. Please, fans, it's all for a great, great cause. Villa of Hope. Come on up. Join us up there. We'll have some fun. Ashley and Maria will be your host. We're going to hopefully raise a lot of money for Villa of Hope. The jersey auctions is $50. You can't buy one of those jerseys for $50 at our merchandise booth. The bidding starts at $50. If no one else bids, you could get a jersey, $50, pictures, autographs, everything else. Thank you so much for being here. Back up to you guys. Have a great soccer weekend.
Soccer Sam, great job as usual as we close out this soccer weekend at the Dome Arena. 7-3 the final score, Harrisburg over the Rochester Lancers. Rochester 0-8, Harrisburg up to 5-2. Next home game is on January 31st. The Baltimore Blast come to town. They kick off a weekend against the St. Louis Ambush. John, awesome job filling in for the Mohican Warrior. I know you wanted to be down on the field, but did a great job. Hope you had fun up here.
Oh no, I had a blast. I got to get my hairdo going here. I know it's not, it's pretty general. I'll work on it. I'll be back up here with you guys, I think, for the rest of the season here, and I'm going to enjoy it. And next season, unfortunately, I'll have to leave you guys and have to go back down on the field.
I'd love to see you on that field. Quickly, as we wrap up, your thoughts on the game tonight.
Fantastic for Rochester. I take this and move forward. I mean, I couldn't be happier with the performance from the team. I know Coach Miller can be probably happier from the guys. Just keep moving forward.
Big pieces coming together this weekend for the Rochester Lancers. That'll do it from the Dome Arena. Rochester falling tonight 7-3 against the Harrisburg Heat. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage. Thanks to our producer Joel from Varsity Media and Soccer Sam for all his help this evening. From the Dome Arena, Joe Giuliano for John Savaglia, saying so long on the Lancers Broadcast Network. Make some money. I don't have a jersey. I'm going to be